You work hard, every month, and every month, the money disappears. Not on luxury, not on holidays, just life, rent, food, bills, a few small pleasures, and at the end of the month, nothing left. So you tell yourself, the same thing you always do, I just need to earn more. You are wrong, and I can prove it. In 1904, Japan's first female journalist, Hani Motoko, studied thousands of households, rich ones, poor ones. Her finding was brutal. The difference was not income, the difference was consciousness. Today, I am going to give you the exact system she built, that Japanese people have used for over 100 years to build quiet wealth on ordinary salaries, without deprivation, without complicated apps, without earning a single extra dollar. Let us begin. Here is what is actually happening to your money. It is not leaving in one big cut. It is bleeding out through 1,000 tiny holes. Coffee on the way to work, a subscription you forgot about, an online sale you did not need, a delivery because you were tired. Each one small, each one invisible. Here is the trap. Modern corporations have spent billions to make spending feel like nothing. You tap your card, you click buy now, you use your phone. No cash leaves your hand, no wallet gets thinner, no pain registers. Behavioral economists call this decoupling, the joy of buying, separated from the pain of paying. When you pay with cash, your brain registers loss. This is called the pain of paying. It is a known psychological phenomenon. When you tap a card, the pain disappears, and without the pain, there is no filter. You buy without thinking, you spend without feeling, you bleed without knowing. This is not your weakness. This is by design. They want you unconscious. The Japanese method wakes you up. Kakeibo. It translates as household financial ledger. But that translation misses the point completely. Kakeibo is not accounting. It is a mirror that forces you to see exactly who you are with your money. The system is simple. That is its power. Every evening, 3 minutes, you take a pen, a physical pen, and a notebook, not an app, not a spreadsheet, not your phone, a pen, a notebook, and you write down every single thing you spent today. Coffee, $4, lunch, $12, impulse buy online, $30. Here is why this changes everything. Typing a number into a spreadsheet is data entry. It feels like nothing. But writing forces your brain to relive the transaction, to feel it, to ask, was this worth it? Was this worth 2 hours of my life? Suddenly, the invisible money becomes visible. And visible money is money you can control. Most budgeting systems fail because they are too complicated. 30 categories, subcategories, color codes. You quit after 3 days. Kakeibo strips everything to 4 buckets, just 4. Bucket 1, survival, rent, groceries, utilities, medicine. If you do not spend this, you are in danger. Bucket 2, optional, restaurants, shopping, subscriptions, entertainment. If you do not spend this, you will be bored, but you will survive. Bucket 3, culture, books, courses, learning. This is the uniquely Japanese category. It separates entertainment that numbs you from investment that grows you. Bucket 4, unexpected, repairs, gifts, emergencies, the things you did not plan for. Every evening, you sort your expenses into these 4 buckets. Then the mirror shows you something. Maybe your optional bucket is enormous, and your culture bucket is empty. You are feeding your comfort, but you are starving your growth. This is not a judgment. This is data, and data can be changed. Most people do this. Income comes in. They pay rent, pay bills, buy food, spend on life, and then, at the end of the month, they save whatever is left. Whatever is left is always zero. Kakeibo flips the equation. Income minus savings equals spending money, not the other way. You decide your savings goal first. You treat your future self like a landlord who demands rent on day 1. If you earn $3,000 and you decide to save $300, you move that $300 on day 1. Now you have $2,700 to live on. Your brain will panic. I cannot survive on this. You will survive. Because Parkinson's law is real, spending expands to fill the money available. When you have 3,000, you find ways to spend 3,000. When you have 2,700, you find ways to spend that instead. The constraint creates the discipline, not the other way around. We live in the era of instant gratification. You see it, you want it, you click it, it arrives tomorrow. This destroys wealth. Slowly, silently, completely, Kakebo introduces a cooling off period. When you see something you want, something that is not survival, you do not buy it. You write it down in a wish list section of your notebook. You wait 30 days. After 30 days, you look at the list and you ask, do I still want this? Or was I just bored? Was I sad? Was I trying to fill a gap that has nothing to do with this object? 90% of the time, the urge is gone. You look at the item and think, why did I think I needed that? You just saved money by doing nothing. If after 30 days the desire is still there with the same intensity, then buy it. That purchase was made with intention, not impulse. This kills the dopamine shopping loop. Shopping is often a way to self-medicate anxiety. By delaying the purchase, you force yourself to deal with the anxiety directly rather than covering it with something new. Here is the secret. That changes everything. Wealth is not about how much you earn. It is about the gap between what you make and what you spend. Man A earns $200,000 a year. He spends $200,000. He has zero wealth. If he loses his job, he is in crisis within 30 days. Man B earns $50,000 a year. He spends $30,000. He saves $20,000 every year. Man B is richer than Man A, not in income, in freedom, because Man B owns his time. Man A does not. Kakebo focuses on one thing, widening the gap. You cannot always control your income. Raises are difficult. Promotions take time. But you can control your spending. Today, right now, every dollar you save is a tiny worker that works for you. When you save $1,000, you are not losing spending power. You are buying 1 month of breathing room. 1 month where a job loss does not mean disaster. That is not savings. That is armor. At the end of every month, Kakebo demands one thing: honesty. You sit down, you open your notebook, you look at your numbers, and you ask 4 questions. 1. How much did I have available? 2. How much did I save? 3. How much did I spend on things I did not need? 4. How can I improve next month? This is not punishment. This is not self-criticism. The Japanese call this hansei, self-reflection without ego. A scientist studying their own behavior. Maybe you discover that you spend money when you are stressed at work. Now you have a trigger. Next month, when stress arrives, instead of $20 on delivery food, you go for a walk, you drink water, you call someone. You just solved a financial problem with a lifestyle solution. This is the power of hansei, not guilt, data, and data can always be changed. Hani Motoko did not invent Kakebo to make people rich. She invented it because she understood something about money that most people never learn. Financial anxiety is not about the numbers. It is a background noise, a constant hum. Can I afford this? Do I have enough for rent? What if something breaks? This hum eats your creativity, eats your patience, eats your joy. A mind filled with financial noise cannot be present for the people it loves. Kakebo silences the hum, not by giving you more money, by giving you clarity about the money you already have. The vague terror of, I am always broke, becomes the specific problem of, I have a $200 deficit this month. You can fix a deficit. You cannot fix a terror. The samurai did not need a golden sword. He needed a sharp one. He did not need a palace. He needed a defensible position. Your money is your life energy. Stop letting it leak through invisible holes. Honor it, count it, direct it. Do not let your money control you. Be the master. Here is your mission. For the next 7 days, you will not just check your app. You will not just glance at your balance. Instead, every evening, 3 minutes, you will write down every single cent you spent that day, on paper, with a pen. At the end of 7 days, circle every optional expense in red. Add them up. You will be shocked at what you see. That shock is the beginning of your financial freedom. So tell me, what is the one invisible expense that drains your money every month without you noticing? A daily coffee, a forgotten subscription, a delivery habit. Write it in the comments, and then write, the vow of Kakebo. I am conscious of every dollar. My money does not master me. I master my money. Quiet wealth is not built in one dramatic decision. It is built in thousands of small ones. Starting tonight, when you pick up the pen, Ichigo Ichii. One moment, one chance. This one is yours.